Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and today I wanted to share with you my personal journal collection of Daphne's Diary handmade journals. So I make these out of the Daphne's Diary magazine, which is my favorite magazine and pretty much the only one that I get. I have many flip throughs of that magazine on my channel if you'd like to check them out. But basically, I use the covers of the magazine to make covers of the journal, both the front and the back. For all of my personal ones, I've used the front cover where you can see the words. This one I folded this way, so you get more of like a traveler's notebook size, so the narrow, tall size. And then these ones, I pretty much just fold the front cover in half and you get the lovely title words Daphne's Diary on the front, and then that is the back cover. Sometimes I do flip it around and I will use the inside cover for the front cover. Just depends what is on the covers and which side I prefer. But yeah, I keep the ones that really speak to me. So obviously you can see that I'm a blue girl and a teal girl. I love my teals and my blues here. So those covers in particular really speak to me. And I'll go in order of the journals that I made them in. So let's move these out of the way. This was the first one that I made, and this was actually the first Daphne's Diary magazine that I ever bought. So it was way back in 2017 when I discovered Daphne's Diary just at the news agency. And there are 8 editions each year. And in Australia, they can be a little bit hard to find. Not all news agencies stock them. So it's just a bit hit or miss. And also, this is printed in Europe, so they come out very late in Australia. But yeah, I love this one with the blue bird and the blue writing, the paintbrush. And originally, I actually did get 2 copies of this magazine to begin with because I couldn't bring myself to take one magazine apart. And so I got a copy, I got a double, so I could keep one and craft with the other. But once I did finally make that first cut into one of the magazines, I just had a blast. I had so much fun that I was like, yep, I'm going to cut into the other one too. So this journal was one of my first journals that I ever made for myself, actually, one of my first personal journals. So we're going back in time quite a lot. And this one I used as a memory journal. So you can see here, my first entry was in July 2018. And I had only been journaling in this junk journal style for 1 year. I discovered junk journals in August 2017. So yeah, this is definitely one of my earliest journals. I used some of the pages from Daphne's Diary magazine itself, like this one, as pages in the journal. And I love doing that because then you can leave whatever is pretty on there that I liked about the page, and then I just journal on the rest of the page. I get lots of questions about how do you actually use a Daphne's Diary journal? How do you use the pages? So hopefully this will answer that question and you can see it for yourself. And here's another one. So this is the back side of that page in Daphne's Diary. There's a picture of a dog here. Don't know what was there, but obviously I wanted to cover it up, so I put a picture of my own dog there. I use the pages to inspire me as to what to write there. And then, yeah, this is all Daphne's Diary pieces as well that I've collaged onto the page. So sometimes I don't use just the cover and the pages to make a journal. I will cut out images and words to decorate my pages. So this is showing all the different ways that you can use the magazine. A beautiful tag from the lovely Denise. She sent me this beautiful boho fabric. This is from Tony, this beautiful printable. She sent that to me, and she was very pivotal in my journey on YouTube right at the beginning of my channel. I started my channel in 2018, and there were some things I had to learn about having a YouTube channel. One of the things was I always kept saying, I'm so sorry if I'm being boring. I'm so sorry if this is boring to you. And she just emailed me one day and she was like, hey, you don't need to apologize all the time. And if you're boring, people just stop watching. So you don't need to apologize. It's up to people. You're not forcing people to watch you. They will go if they're bored. So don't apologize. And she was just encouraging me to not apologize for being me. And she said the people who like what you do will stick around, and you don't need to apologize for the things that you do or the things that you like, and for what I share on my videos. So I was like, oh wow, that was a big burden off my shoulders, I guess, because I thought I had to please everyone and not be boring. So, this video might be boring to some people. Some people aren't into journals or Daphne's Diary or this journaling style, and that is okay. I've learned that that is totally okay. I've had to learn to be okay with not being liked. It's totally okay. So this one, I put some feathers onto this doily and stuck a journal card onto the doily. Some people ask me, how do you use doilies? Well, this is one way. I love the feathers and the tactile nature. And my ballet journey. I love ballet so much. So yeah, this journal is full of significant things to me. I go for the Eagles. Shout out to Xenia if you're watching. They won the premiership that year in 2018, which was a total surprise, but so good. This is the willow tree that Willow Bound Journals is named after. If you were wondering and you didn't know, this was the tree in the front of my childhood home, and I would go in that willow and play and imagine and dream, and it was a place where I could feel like I could be myself and no one would laugh at me or judge me, and it was my place of magic and whimsy and imagination and creativity, which is what journals are for me. Each journal is a place where you can be yourself. This was my business card that I designed myself, and I have got more printed, so they are coming, they're on the way. This is a photo I took looking up into the canopy of the willow. And my first chic sparrow I got. See, this is good. I'm having a trip down memory lane. My mum got me these for my birthday one year. Look at that butterfly. Isn't that stunning? That's a journal card in one of my journal kits. Washi tape. I think this was the first time I got washi tape from Washi Wednesday. Love. Look at this beautiful page from the Daphnes Diary magazine. Glassine envelope with some photos in that pocket. See, again, this image here, it was from a book, and I let it inspire this page that I did. Love, love, love. This is the beach where I live, another beach where I live, another page from Daphne's Diary. So yeah, I used it just as a memory journal. This was a memory shelf on my shelf. So pretty things. I love crystal and silver. I made this mosaic mirror in high school. The Lego fox. Some of these stories you might know. If you follow my channel for a while, you might know these stories. This is a jewelry box that my grandma decorated for me, decoupaged. My kindred spirit, who I talk about on my channel. This is from Xenia, and my beautiful cat Keanu. Psychology in Seattle, very significant. Bracelet, roller skates, love my roller skates. And this is the middle page of this journal from Daphne's Diary magazine. I love it so much. These are so pretty. I wouldn't mind having a collection of those myself. So pretty. See, now we're at 2021, so it took me a while to fill up this journal, and I like it because it's showing significant memories through time. This was the bookmaking course I did for my book Lamp in Dark Places, where Sabrina Ward Harrison helped us to make our books, and here's my one, which you are most welcome to purchase. The link is always down below in the description box to my book. I absolutely love it. It's so cool. So my childhood home where I grew up, and just the story of this ring I wrote about, another ring that I got at a very different time, another Glassine pocket here. I did a wardrobe makeover one year. Love this page from Daphne's Diary. This is from Amity Bloom, from Nazi.
again, just memories from my childhood. My nephew drew this, my niece drew this one, my auntie drew this, my old childhood home with the address from my grandma writing that letter to me, my memory box that I used to have. This my sister drew me, and look, this page is actually in my book. Let's see if I can find it. Ta-da! There it is. That inspired my book. That's when I did gymnastics one year, when I got my point shoes, my pink blanket, and my soft toy that, you know, lots of kids have a favorite when they're younger, and for me it was this toy. I still have him. His name was Huggy. My favorite animal was the dingo. This is a bookmark I made myself when I was a kid. It's so fun. Childhood photos, bookmark that my grade 3 class gave me, and yeah, just some other photos. So fun journal, a trip down memory lane. I love it. Yeah, it's good just to look through every now and then, just to remind me of those significant memories. All right, so the next journal I want to take you through is this one, which was a quote journal. Now this was for a free journaling challenge that I had on my channel. So if you want to do it, you can go find it. So you can fill up a journal with quotes. So I literally dedicated each page, each day of the month, to writing down a different quote. The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates, which again shows up in my book on the first page, or one of the first pages, right here. The unexamined life is not worth living. See, these are all things that are significant to me. Oh, and this one, I think therefore I am, by Descartes. That one is also in my book, right here. I think therefore I am. So look at that. This is quite fun, looking back and seeing how things cross over. I was going to put that in my book as well, but it didn't quite make it. I could have put that in there. Oh well, that's for another book. Anyway, so I just decorated each page, one page per day of the month. You can see I've got these little number cards. I think they were printable in my Etsy. I'm not sure if it's still there, but I can definitely put it back up if anyone is interested. And I just use them for this journaling challenge, where each day I wrote a different quote that I liked. And some of the quotes I made myself. So again, I can't remember this printable kit is in my Etsy still either, but it was a quote kit where I made up a whole bunch of cards with quotes. And because I'm always coming up with quotes, I love coming up with quotes. And I did a whole bunch of different cards. You'll see them throughout this journal. So if it's not there and you want it, let me know as well, and I can put that back up in my Etsy shop. And yeah, that's another one of my quote cards. Beautiful quotes. The journal is a canvas to your imagination. My sister-in-law wrote that in one of my first journals. This is one of my quote cards. Inspiration is everywhere. This one was a bit more decorative, not so much about the writing, but about just letting the quotes speak for themselves. Oh, see, now this one is also in my book. So this is a quote that I came up with as one of my life quotes. Let me try that again. Beauty can be found everywhere. Good can be found in everyone. Wisdom can be learned from everything. And let me show you where that appears in my book. Right here. Look at that. How cool. This is so fun. Okay, let's keep on going. This is one of my quote cards, and this also appears in my book. Okay, this is fun. I write to say I exist, and this is what life is like for me. I put it here. I journal, since we're journalers here, and that is one of the quote cards in that kit. Here's another one. Every word I write is a step to freedom. So yeah, it's a much more visual journal. And this is another quote card. This one's more of a personal one for me. I am made to write and create. My words and art will uphold the worth, dignity, and image of God in all people. That's my mission statement. I have a personal mission statement that I came up with that guides what I do with my life, with what I do for my work. So having this channel, making journals, teaching journaling courses, running creative workshops,
writing and publishing books. This all comes under the umbrella that I will use my words and art to uphold the worth, dignity, and image of God in all people. So that's what this book is about, is letting people know that they are loved in the struggle, and that it is okay to struggle, that there is dignity and worth in the struggle, that you're not worthless just because you're struggling. Okay, so moving on. Some of the pages I just left as they were. You don't always have to fill up every single page. It's easy to tear people down, be someone who lifts people up. The story behind this one is my friend sent me this card in the mail. Anyone can find the dirt in someone, be the one who finds the gold. And she just wrote a lovely note to me saying how I was one of these people who finds the gold in people. And that's what I mean by I always want to uplift and uphold the dignity and image of God in all people, because I see the gold in them all the time. And she helped inspire me to come up with this quote: it's easy to tear people down, be someone who lifts people up. So I always want to be someone who lifts people up, always. Here's another quote card from that quote kit. I want to add more beauty in the world. Do what you can with what you've got right now. Yes. A journal is a book until it is written in. I believe I got that inspired by Nazi from Amity Bloom. I believe this one, absolutely. Everyone has a story. Stories are made to be shared. They won't speak to everyone, but one person is enough. That's how I feel about my book. It's not going to speak to everyone. This is made for perhaps just that one person who will be encouraged or comforted by it. So that is my quote journal. Moving on to this one. Okay, so now this one was for a free journal course that I ran on my channel. Again, you can take part in this course anytime. This was for a list journal course. There was the prompt list here that everyone could print and put into their journals. And basically, each day of the month, we wrote a list. And it's just a really simple way to get into journaling. You don't have to write paragraphs and fill up pages and pages of writing. You can simply write a list if that's all you want to do in your journal. And a list can say so much. And you can, of course, write more. You can embellish on each of the lists. But it's more about the decorating for me. Writing the list and decorating the page. So this is the list journal for the free list journal course. And again, some pages I kind of leave blank here and there, and that is totally okay. Some pages I glue together if I still have some space at the end. It's your journal. You can do what you want with it. You can leave pages unfinished. You can leave pages blank. Here's the middle of my journal using a Daphnes Diary page. And yeah, I love having a record of this list course. And this is the kind of thing where in 10 years' time, I'll look back and be like, oh, that's interesting that I wanted to document that. See again here, I just kind of left it blank. It's one of my doilies from a doily kit in my Etsy that I was going to write on, but I obviously didn't feel like I needed to. These are all doilies printables from my Etsy as well. I love using them like this as journaling space and using them sort of like journaling cards. This is from Nazi. I love these beautiful stickers. So pretty. Love the gold. Keanu. My beautiful cat Keanu. Took me forever to do this creative self-portrait, holding my, what's it called? Not a jar, glass of sequins. Took so long to get my hands in the right position. Love that. So cool. Love this page. Love, love, love. So pretty. Look at that. That was from Daphnes Diary as well. And I just wanted to let that stand because it's so beautiful on its own. And I love the back cover too with the script and the quill pen and the flowers. So I just let that stand and be its own beautiful, beautiful cover. So yeah, that is the list journal. And I love all of my Daphnes Diary journals. I've kept 3 for me, and this one is a bit different. I've used a book cover for it. So these I used the magazine cover as the journal cover. This one I've used just a book that I thrifted from an op shop, and I cut out one of these covers that I really liked because it's got the light blue. Light blue is my favorite color pretty much. And I love the blue flowers. I love this little lock here. So it's like a diary with a lock and a key. You know, when you got those ones when you were a kid, they were so fun. And then I just put this stamp that was gifted to me on the cover because it looks like Keanu, the black cat. And I thought this could be a very special journal. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, how I'm going to use it, but I thought I could use it as one of my treasure journals. So that will be my next Daphne's Diary journal. So I hope you enjoyed this video looking at my collection of personal Daphne's Diary journals. Always good to look back at them and see what I've done and remember some wonderful memories. But I hope it inspires you to journal, to make your own journals perhaps, but definitely to fill up your journals. And like I said, there were journal challenges and journal courses that I run for free on my channel that are designed to help people get into their journals. So feel free to make use of that. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. A big thank you to my beautiful patrons who are supporting me in the month of December. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate you so much and couldn't do what I do without you. If you would like to become a patron, there is a link down below in the description box. And when you become a patron, you are supporting Willowbound Journals and this channel. And you also get access to extra videos. So the journal making series each month. If you're a Ruby patron, you get access to every printable kit from my Etsy right there over Patreon, including a new kit each month. Going up the tiers, there are mail tiers where you get sent mail to you. The highest tier is the journal tier where you get a journal sent to you each month. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out. You can also become a member or buy me a coffee to support this channel if you would like.